Well, today, Sportsfreunde, woken up to misery. It's not looking too bad now, mind. And it's not cold, although 11 degrees, could be a bit out on the road, but right, I am off home. Got a nice ride today. Should be a bit better than that A9 rubbish that I had yesterday. It does help if you take the lens cap off, Sean. Not bad. Right, we've got it all. Are we all closed? Let's go. Beautiful hotel, that. No idea how long this ride is going to take today. I planned it on my route app last night in the hotel. 3 hours and 40 minutes or something. Fired it across onto my Garmin, and my Garmin said 4 hours 40 minutes. So no idea. 187 miles. Fairly tasty. Yeah, lovely hotel that. The Boat Country Inn, I think it is, in the town of Boat of the Garden. Delightful. 140 quid the night, including breakfast. Good bar, good beer, good food. Looking on the weather forecast this morning, the rain is actually, well, the majority of the rain is up north and it's moving south, so I have to get a bit of a wriggle on because further down south there's only sort of scattered showers throughout the day, but sunny other than that, so we need to get going. Got a couple of miles on the A9 here, and then we're picking up some of the nicer B roads. We're going down to Loch Tay, big long loch, and a few of the others sort of southwest of there, with some nicer roads. So today should be a bit more enjoyable, because yesterday was a bit tame. I can't remember the nature reserve that we're sort of hand railing around now, but into a sea, just south of Inverness, or southeast of Inverness. Blah. I was going to go slightly sort of northeast into the nature reserve and ride all the way through it, but not that I haven't got time. I just want to get back, spend some time with my folks as much as I can, and then there's always another time. But we're going through the sort of northerly, northwesterly tip of the nature reserve, so not to worry. What a miserable morning. I think it was inevitable that I was gonna get wet at some point though. There's no chance that I've had 10 days in the UK or Scotland without a bit of drizzle. Perth. I forget who it was yesterday, asked me if I'd stop in for a coffee or if I was heading down to Perth. Unfortunately not. Maybe next time. I think for next time, I say next time, so I'm definitely coming up here again to do a bit more Scotland. I'll do some more sort of inland stuff. And see the rest of it. Well, that was rough. You know, I said, yeah, I just got to do a few miles on the A9 before turning off. The few miles were 58 miles. Anyway, I rinsed it out and it pissed it down. But that is it now. Shit roads are gone. Bring on the good ones. And they're bloody dry and all. So, yeah, smashed a load of miles out. 116 left to go. I still don't know how it's going to take me another 4 hours to do that, but not sure what's happening with the routing. It's taking me where I want to go though, so all is well. the UK you don't have town names or signs for the name of the town. The larger ones I've seen some, but I never know where I am. In Germany, every poxy little town has got a sign on it when you enter. Well, I've definitely got used to the riding on the left malarkey, but not so much with all these hedgerows and whatnot. In Germany, I'd be chucking it into the corners left or right much more than here, just for the fact that you can see what's coming, and if nothing's coming, then you can go a bit more sort of racing line. You can happily sort of tip in. Sort of over the, like on this right bend, I'd probably tip in and go over the, or your head would be over the other side of the road. But you can't really do that here. You have your head ripped off by some oncoming lorry or something. Right, so that is us arriving at Loch Tay. Oh God. One thing I'm finding about the roads is because they look so coarse, I'm struggling to sort of determine whether they're gravelled or not, because sometimes there is an handful of blimmin' gravel chucked over them, which is never nice. Oh, this is one big long loch. I think we're going over the right hand side of it. I haven't half seen a lot of lochs. This goes on forever, this one. If the weather was nice, I had a bit more time, I'd sit on one of them benches and have me another chicken and mushroom pot noodle. What a trump. Something so nice about these little English towns, the buildings, the hotels, the pubs, the houses, the churches, the people, the red telephone boxes with no phones in them. Have they all gone now? I'd imagine so. Who uses a public telephone nowadays? We used to just mess about with them as kids, just used to prank call people the entire time. Terrible. Or you could phone up your parents and reverse the charges and say you're going to be home late, or just to give them an update of what you were doing or where you were. That was always good. Never had money on it. Yeah, can I just reverse the charges? You young kids watching won't have a clue what I'm talking about. Saw a video online the other day of a couple of German young lads had been given one of the older telephones that we used to have in the UK with the dial on the front, that you'd have to dial a number, and he gave it to his two lads and said, dial me this number. He just wrote a number down on a bit of paper, and it took him forever to figure it out. It was so funny though. Blimey, times have changed. I mean, I have a house phone at home, not one of those obviously, but we never use it. There's not even any point in having landlines anymore at home, I don't think, but it just sits in a corner gathering dust. I'm not getting to see much of the views because it's covered in bloody trees. Now we can see a bit of it. Gain some altitude. Cows lying down. It's never a good sign, is it? I'm going with that guy that stood up. go. Got some mountains. With a nice road to boot. With average speed cameras on it. Bollocks. Itchy schnoz. Oh, the sun's coming out. Now we're talking. Morning, boys. Now we're in the good stuff. On the way up a few days ago, I went on the west side of Loch Lomond. This time I'm coming in from the east, and I won't be getting to Loch Lomond until around the bottom of it, just to take in some more of this loveliness. Head. Welcome to Head. Stirling 30 miles. Oh. God damn. Oh. I had to stop for a slash. And my ass is killing. Oh, I've been riding for 3 hours, probably slogging it out. Feeling it now, feeling it. This fork is still chucking out a bit of shite. Took it to the garage a couple of months back, but they took the caps off and it's not leaking or anything, but it seems to be a thing with these XRs. They tend to, there's a bit of excess sort of grease when they put them together that does work its way out, but it's not leaking, but oh my ass. Oh shit. Looking forward to a day off the bike tomorrow. $60 miles to go. Trying to find a nice part of my ass that doesn't hurt. It takes a few minutes once you get off to find a bit find a part of your house that doesn't have bed sores on it. Oh, this is twisty tidy. There's freaking gravel piles every... Oh, Jesus Christ. These gravel piles there everywhere. Kind of hoping there was going to be some sort of cafes and whatnot down on the last sort of 2 or 3 locks that I've driven by, but no such luck. Or tell I did find one, but they were closed for a private event. So there is gravel on the road here. You sods. Delightful road. But it is slightly gravelly. Shame. Yes, where was I? Yeah, much looking forward to an afternoon off today. You're going to go down the pub with the parents, have a late lunch, I suppose, or an early dinner, a few pints, probably a walk along the beach in the rain, perhaps. And then tomorrow, be seeing all the family, my brother and his missus, and my sort of nephew's niece and whatnot. We're going to go and do something. Hopefully not in the rain. I think they've booked us a nice evening meal somewhere, so all should be nice. Oh, blimey. Bit of a dodgy road to go on a walk on. This is definitely very twisty, tighty. arrived. Not sure if that was a giveaway or not. Oh, here's a nice place for a coffee. I'm going in. Going in. Hat. Sorry, but I missed the parking spot. Get me off this thing. Oh, my ass.